I'm Governor Jim Justice, and today is a day of celebration. It's a day of appreciation. It's a solemn day, a day that is our change of command at our National Guard, a day probably that Jim Hoyer probably never thought would ever really come to pass, because General Hoyer has been with us a good while. You know, and what an incredible job he's done, and I'll get to that in just one second. But this ceremony today is basically the passing of the guard, or the handing off of the torch, and we're doing that to a Brigadier General, William Bill Crane. Now, our Major General, James Hoyer, who's been with us so long, has done a phenomenal job. And we know it so easily. You know, if you'll just step back and be fair, and you see I'm always the one that's hung up on the truth, but I say it over and over and over. Do we not owe every single thing that we have in this unbelievable country? Do we not owe it all to the brave men and women of all of our branches of service, but especially in West Virginia, to our National Guard? You have given so much, and you ask so little all the time. Really and truly, you know, if you'll just step back and you'll just think of the things that we have been through in this great state, and all the things that you do to protect us all across the globe, it is unbelievable when it really boils right down to it. I want to read just a couple of things to you. The position of our Adjutant General is, you know, of our National Guard, is something that none of us should take lightly. You know, when it really stands right, you know, for it. If you think about General Hoyer and where I've been with General Hoyer, I've seen him in action so many times. I saw him way before I became governor. And I had the great opportunity to work with him before I was governor, and I've had the great opportunity to work with him while I've been governor. You know, I can remember, General, you in the derecho. I can remember, General, you in the terrible flood of 2016. I can remember being with you in the mud and absolutely watching people with all their possessions loaded up in a dump truck and hauled away. I can see you just like it was yesterday in houses and literally people's life. They're all their memories, all their stuff, just being thrown out in the middle of a pile in the front yard. An inloader would come by, pick up those memories and throw them in a truck and haul them away. And those were the families that were absolutely more fortunate than others. Others lost loved ones, and I saw you. I saw you, and I've seen exactly what our great National Guard has done. You know, I can remember like it was yesterday going to Covington, Virginia, and buying all the Kentucky Fried Chicken that they had at the place and bringing it back in boxes and giving it to the guardsmen that were out there wading the mud and doing all the work. You know, at the end of the day, I've seen your soul, and I mean that by not just General Hoyer, but all across the board. I have seen the soul of these great people. Now, this position that Brigadier General Crane is going to have is absolutely so, it is so important that we have a tremendous relationship together. And I know without doubt that Bill and I will absolutely have just that. So today, as we go forward here, I want at this point in time to do a special recognition for General Jim Hoyer with an award from the state of West Virginia in honor of his years of service to this state and to our nation. At this time, post the order.
Attention to orders. The West Virginia National Guard has awarded the West Virginia Distinguished Service Medal to Major General James A. Hoyer, Joint Forces Headquarters, West Virginia, for exceptionally meritorious service and dedication to the state of West Virginia, culminating as the Adjutant General of the West Virginia National Guard. Major General James Hoyer's distinguished leadership and exceptional efforts to cultivate heightened readiness and strengthen synergy within the West Virginia National Guard and across the state has greatly contributed to the success of our citizens and has undoubtedly increased West Virginia's contribution to our nation's defense forces. Major General James Hoyer's strategic insight and expert engagement with the Army and Air National Guard senior leaders will have a far-reaching and positive impact on the ability of the West Virginia National Guard to fulfill its duty both to the state and the nation. The distinctive accomplishments of Major General James Hoyer reflect great credit upon himself, the West Virginia National Guard, and the citizens of the great state of West Virginia, given under my hand in the city of Charleston, this 10th day of December 2020, signed Honorable Jim Justice, Governor of West Virginia.
Well, General, I thank you, and I'm now turning it over to you, sir.
Governor, thank you so much. I appreciate being able to serve with you and for you, and more importantly, I appreciate the friendship that we've developed. We've laughed, we've cried, we've had candid conversations when we needed to, but all the while we did it to do the best and take care of the people of West Virginia. So I greatly appreciate that. I want to first thank God for the opportunity that He's given me, and as importantly for the family that He's surrounded me with, for Amy and the boys, and our daughter-in-law Stephanie, my mom and my brothers and sisters, all of my relatives, but also all the friends, the colleagues, the brothers and sisters I've served with in uniform, and all the people that have helped me along the way do what I needed to do to take care of the men and women of West Virginia National Guard and do what we needed to do to serve the state and the nation. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve with and lead each one of the men and women of the National Guard. I would ask the men and women of the National Guard to continue to lead by example, follow the Army and the Air Force values. Our nation needs it more than ever before. They need us, they need you to continue to lead by example. As I mentioned, God surrounded me with a lot of great family and friends and colleagues. I like to tell folks I was raised by a village, and it's exceptionally important that I've got the opportunity now to continue to work with the governor, work with the university, to be able to serve the people of West Virginia, because that is in fact, along with my family, is my passion, to take care of my family and serve the state of West Virginia. Governor, I look forward to the opportunity to continue to serve. I think about when I was growing up, and you think about being raised by a village, I had great opportunities. Charleston, West Virginia was a great place to grow up. And I want to continue to work with you to make sure that the next generation of people behind us, the next generation of kids, have that same opportunity to grow up in a village, and for them to finally see West Virginia achieve its full potential, become the center of the universe like it should be. And I'm just going to be there with the governor and with all the leadership of the state of West Virginia to help make that happen in a different uniform. It's been an honor and a privilege to be the Adjutant General for 10 years. and to serve for almost 40 in the United States military and the National Guard. God bless the state of West Virginia, and let's keep driving on and achieve our full potential, get past COVID, and turn things the direction they need to go. God bless everybody.
Well, God bless you, General, in every way, and your family. And we absolutely wish you the happiest and the most fun times, but at the same time, we're not going to let you go far from the standpoint of your work, because I expect us to work together nonstop, and we're going to see this mission to the very end, and we're going to beat this pandemic in West Virginia without any question, and I'm sure in our great country as well. You know, I don't want to leave the subject of General Hoyer, and, you know, without again telling him, you know, General, you'll never ever know how much I appreciate you and thank you. And it has been a real pleasure of mine to work side by side with you, and we plan to continue to do so. You know, normally this ceremony, we would do this ceremony in person without any question, and it's really awkward now, and it's and these times are exceptional times in lots and lots of ways that we've got to do things in a different format. We'll beat this pandemic and it will be gone. But right now, you know, I hate like crazy that we're not in person, but we'll just have to be in person this way for just a little bit longer. You know, today, while we can't be in person, it's my honor to lead this transition between these two really great men. At this time, I present to the people of West Virginia the Brigadier General William Bill Crane, the next Adjutant General of the West Virginia National Guard, effective today, January 4th, 2020. General Crane.
Governor, I'm humbled to be selected as the next Adjutant General for West Virginia, and thank you for this opportunity to lead such great men and women. We have a tremendous team, and during this pandemic response, I've seen the Army and the Air Guard come together as one guard that includes our service members, their families, our retirees, our civilian workforce, both state and federal. It's been incredible to watch the team work across the whole state under your leadership. I want to thank General Hoyer for preparing me for this opportunity by giving me some really tough assignments over the years, and they enabled me to grow and become the leader I am today. I have worked for him for many years and received great mentorship from him all along the way. The thing I think people should know about General Hoyer is just how hard he works, not only here in the state, but also at the national level. He is a true leader and visionary who works hard for what's right. He also shows great compassion as a tremendous and has a tremendous drive to take care of our people. This has been clear to me for a number of years, to me personally, in times he's been there for me. But also just last week, as we went up to the 167th, when our service member and firefighter passed away at the 167th, watching him with the family and his commitment to that family, I've seen that consistently over my career. I look forward to continuing to work with General Hoyer in his new role. There are a number of opportunities we can work together in the areas of Homeland Security and Defense. And sir, I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me in my career, ultimately leading to this opportunity. I want to thank all of my mentors over my many years of service. I've learned from officers, NCOs, warrant officers, and civilians, both in the Guard and outside of it. They have all helped to mold me to the leader I am today. There are too many for me to recognize by name, but know you have made a difference in my life and made me the leader I am today. Lastly, I want to thank my family for their past sacrifices and for the ones to come. I couldn't be here without their devotion, support, and the occasional push when I needed it. All of our service members and their families sacrifice so much of their time and energy to help ensure we are prepared whenever we are needed. As I take over, a top priority of mine, which aligns perfectly with you, Governor, is taking care of our Guard family. I'll work hard to support your economic growth opportunities and to be inclusive and diverse in all we do. Again, Governor, thank you for this great opportunity to be the Adjutant General for West Virginia, and I will work hard to ensure we are always ready to answer the call when needed. Thank you, Governor.
Well, General, it goes without saying that I have all the faith in the world in your abilities to be able to lead our men and women and to take that leadership role and run with it. You'll do unbelievable without any doubt in my mind whatsoever. You have so many, your credentials are impeccable. Absolutely, you have all the stuff, the right stuff. And without any question, I am confident beyond belief, you're going to do an incredible job. As we end, I would say just this. I would again congratulate, both General Hoyer and General Crane. Absolutely, without any question, these great military, great individuals and great dads, absolutely great husbands, great dads, great West Virginians. I can never, ever, ever thank you enough for your service, and I mean what I say. You see, I don't take time to just blow smoke at somebody for the sake of doing it. I don't do that. I really mean exactly what I'm saying. So from the bottom of my heart, we wish General Hoyer the best, and he won't go far. I know he's going to be right with us. And we wish all the blessings on General Crane, that he will make all the wise decisions for all the great men and women of our Guard and all the great men and women across this country that he affects. Also, I want to thank all those that were able to join us, in this virtual ceremony today. And again, I apologize, and I hate like crazy that we're not together. But again, I can never thank you all enough, and God bless each and every one. Thank you again.